Hello, it's Rosstafa here, and this is another Primal Carnage video, follow up to the last one. It's actually been a while since I posted that last video, and in that time Primal Carnage has gone from beta to full proper release. And with this full release, 2 new maps have been put out. This one is called Ruthless, and it's the first snow map. Wasn't expecting one, as it's not something that's normally associated with dinosaurs. You tend to get the image of jungles and all that sort of thing. A new Dinosaur skin was released as well as part of the update. All of it free. It's a DLC, so it's not a paid downloadable. So yeah, this is not the best gameplay in the world. It's just I thought I'd stick it up just to show you, some version of the dinosaur perspective in Get to the Chopper. I tend to play the Dinosaurs as it's very good at just charging in and causing a bit of chaos amongst enemy ranks, and then after that, other dinosaurs can come in and pick the stragglers up. But the Dinosaurs is good, though I just failed at it. Is good as sort of a support class, because though it doesn't do a tremendous amount of damage, you can run in, throw venom all over the enemies and they can't see anything, and then other dinosaurs can have an easier time of taking them out. Unfortunately it has very low health, so it's kind of one of the more difficult classes to play. Probably that and the Pteranodon are quite difficult, so I tend to stick away from those personally. I just prefer the Carnotaurus, it's just so much fun to play. The good thing to do with the Dinosaurs is work with another one, so you follow up each other's charges. So the Dinosaurs pretty much does about half the enemy's health in one charge. So if you have another one following up afterwards, they'll finish them off. So it's good to sort of have 2 Dinosaurs working off one another. As you know from the last video, the point of Get to the Chopper is to capture various bases, and that opens up more parts of the map, changes it slightly, and eventually obviously you capture the chopper. The dinosaur's job is to stop them by all means possible. If the humans start taking a base, and whoever was taking it gets killed, a few seconds later the bar at the top will revert back to the previous point. However, in those few seconds, if another human gets to the base and carries on capturing it, it will continue going up. So obviously you want to keep them from going back so you can reset it. Using a bit of camouflage as the way to go with dinosaurs. Well, a little bit outnumbered there. You can see those markers above people's heads. That means they're marked by the Pteranodon. So the Pteranodon flies over them, uses its roar to make a UAV essentially. And you can see those from all over the place. Having another try at Dinosaurs, even though, as I say, not a very easy class to play, especially in very wide open spaces like this, where you can get picked off by snipers very easily. But they are useful in situations like this, where you've got a smaller space, and you can run into, like, say, a checkpoint, throw venom up everywhere, and then other dinosaurs can follow in and take them out very quickly. Though unfortunately, we're failing on this one. With every base that gets captured, more time gets added. So obviously you want to try and stop them on the first round, because after that it's going to become harder and harder, because they're going to have more time to take the last point. It's probably, even with the update, like, they've changed it slightly. Before, this area was a checkpoint, so dinosaurs wouldn't be able to get in there. There'd be a one-way barrier. Humans would be able to shoot out of it, but dinosaurs wouldn't be able to get in. The problem you had then was that the human players would just sit inside the checkpoints and shoot out at anyone coming past. So they could essentially camp there for the whole match and just get kills and kills and not actually take the points. So to remedy this, the developers removed the barriers completely, so dinosaurs can now go into checkpoints and humans have no protection. So they have to actually progress and take more checkpoints in order to win. It's probably a little bit more balanced than it was before, but it is still fairly hard for dinosaurs, especially when the enemies in big groups like that. They dish out a lot of damage quite quickly and can take down even Rexes and Spinos. Rex isn't actually available in Get to the Chopper at the moment, it's only the Spinosaurus. I know there's been a lot of talk on forums of people wanting to see the Rex added to Get to the Chopper, but apparently there's balance issues. So one would be more overpowered than the other. I'm not quite sure how it works out, but it would still be nice to see the Spino and the T-Rex alongside each other, because you can't play the Spino in Team Deathmatch either. So if you want to play one, you have to play one game type. If you want to play the other, you have to play the other game.
I'm coming in now.
Here's a Spinosaurus, albeit very briefly because I get owned. It's quite fun to play, but the main purpose of it is essentially to just scare people away, break them up, quickly dart in and stop them from getting to the helipad. This was the first time I played this map though, so I was a little bit unsure of where to go, where the humans were going to be coming from. So as a result, I tried to get them up on here and just get destroyed. Once you have a layout of the map, it's a lot easier to play them. On docks, the Spinosaurus pretty much just stays on the boat, and anyone trying to run through to the other side gets just picked off. But on this, there's a lot more windy areas and stuff, and so you kind of need to be a bit more conscious of where you're going. Because it's very open as well, you're such a big target. You have to be quite careful. They're not as unstoppable as they might look. And they go down quite quickly. Though, like the T-Rex, they can absorb health when they eat enemies. They can't get up onto the helipad, which is the same as the beta. I think it would just be too difficult for the humans to take it if that were the case. I've seen them get up there, but generally they can't. Other dinosaurs can, just not the Spino. I can't remember whether we win this or not. I've not actually watched this video since recording it, so I'm pretty much just making this up as I go along. The first phase and the last phase are the easiest ones to take, because on the first phase you have a short amount of time, so if you can stop the humans in that short amount of time, you can win the game. On the last phase, though there is a lot more time, the humans have to walk quite far to actually get to the chopper, so you have that benefit of, as long as you're able to kill them, then they'll have to keep walking up to the checkpoint and back again every time they die. So you do have that benefit. It seems like they've slowed down the capture rate for the last checkpoint as well. I know before it was taken quite fast, so that made it very difficult. Oh, that was funny. There is a limit on Spinosaurs, obviously, as there is in Team Deathmatch. I think it's only 2, but sometimes it'll say there's 2 and there'll only be 1 on the map. So I think that's still buggy, and it was during the beta as well. They also have shortened, I believe, the duration that the Dilophosaur's blinding poison lasts as well. So you do have to keep spitting to maintain that on the target. Raptor pounces are a little bit more reliable. The issue I had before was that I'd pounce on someone and I'd just come off them and they'd kill me. And I'm not entirely sure why that was. It would just happen, you know, nothing was around me. Sometimes the Dinosaurs or T-Rex can knock you or something, but often it will happen when there's no one around. But it seems like they've kind of fixed that now. Anyway, that was Get to the Chopper from the perspective of dinosaurs. If you liked the video, please like, comment, subscribe and stuff. I'll probably be posting more Primal Carnage in the future, as I really like this game. So yeah, if there's anything you want to see, let me know. Cheers.